Hi guys, welcome back to week number 2 of our Christmas series for you. Today for our STEM project and our biblical connection, we are going to do the experiment that is called Light of the World. So inside your box, it is going to be stapled to the top of your box. So if you have not removed it yet, go ahead and do so. It's going to be a bag. It'll have the date for 12/20 on it. And it is going to contain another bag that has a battery and a light bulb or 2 light bulbs. And we are going to use this experiment to also teach you about Jesus and his birth. So go ahead and get your stuff together if you have not. I will get my bag open and we'll be right back. And when we come back, I'm going to have the video showing on the actual project and not on my face because I want you to see it up close and personal when we do it. And so give me just a minute and we'll be right back to do that. All right, so now that we got our stuff together, I'm going to show you our up close version of this STEM project. So we have a 9-volt battery and we have a piece of Christmas strand light with some wires sticking out, and you should have 2 light bulbs on there. Now, if we touch this directly to the battery, it's not working on the top, on the sides, on one end, all of that, right? We can't touch the wires together. Those don't work. I can't put them between my finger. That doesn't work. I'm going to show you how to light up our light. But while doing so, we're going to talk about a story, and it's going to be about the birth of Jesus. At Christmas, Jesus came to a world that needed saving. People needed hope that all the stuff they had done wrong would not mean that they couldn't get into heaven after they died. People everywhere needed a person to go between them and God and say, I'll pay for all the wrong they've done so that they can have a clean record and can enter heaven. And guess what? That go-between was Jesus. Let me tell you another way to say this. The world was dark and needed a light. And Jesus came into the dark world when we needed him most and gave us hope for a future. He gave us light. But when Jesus enters the picture, everything changes. Jesus brings light to our lives and hope that we have a future after we die. It is this light of Jesus that we celebrate at Christmas. Welcome back from our story. It's pretty amazing how we were able to see the lights light up when we talk about Jesus and his birth and him coming to the earth to save us from the darkness and save us from our sins. And you're probably going, well, how did Miss Amy get lights to work when there's nothing to plug into the wall? Well, that's what the battery is for. And I'm going to show you how we did that so that you can do this with your parents and kind of show your mom, your dad, your grandparents, aunts and uncles, maybe over the holiday season, and represent to them what Jesus is and that he is the light for us out of that darkness. So the easiest way I'm going to show you to do this, I showed you a little bit earlier and we pressed on the outside and I was playing with it here and I put one end on one end and it's just not working, right? There's no connection. If I put it in my fingers, I can't connect it. I'm not getting shocked. It's not working because there's no power. So the way to get your light bulbs to light up is you have 2 different, a plus and a minus on top of your battery, right? So all you really have to do is you take your wires that are sticking out, these nice little coppery things that are sticking out. You can touch them. You're not going to get electrocuted, I promise. You simply put one on the negative side and one on the positive side, and you have light. You're like, that's crazy. Well, if you know, a battery powers a lot of things, right? So it's going to go ahead and power your lights for you, right? So one connected, another connected. Right? So that's awesome. That's really cool. You get to light up your lights. I hope that you're enjoying this and you're like, oh, look it, I'm lighting up some lights. But I also want you to remember that we can't do it on our own, right? I just moved the battery. I have wires. I have the light bulbs. I'm touching them in my fingers. I'm putting them together. I can't light this up on my own. I need that battery to light up my lights, just like we need Jesus in our life. And as we go through and we celebrate Christmas at the end of this week, just remember that without him, that we would be in a dark world and we would be full of sin, and that his birth, which we are going to celebrate, is the reason why we will spend eternity in heaven with God when we pass away. I hope you guys have enjoyed this science experiment. I know I have. I do love playing with lights and switching them up and on and off, and it's fun. Ooh, look, whoa. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas, and we will see you back next week. Have a great one and enjoy your time with your family. Merry Christmas, and God bless you all.